Hello, friends. How are you doing today? Really? How are you? My name is Kirsty, and this is It Expired? All right, I have completed my holidays, and as lovely as they were, it means I am back at the office 5 days a week. So I'm hoping that I can get back to doing this weekly. That is the game plan. We will see what happens. The nice thing about this project, it is not only getting me to use older products, but also getting me to revisit some, find new loves, and honestly, because I'm getting ready so often, I'm using stuff up. Bonus, exciting, getting stuff up organically. Uh, Getting stuff used up organically. There's a word missing in that sentence. Anyway, here is my disclaimer as always. Please do not use expired makeup. I know what the potential consequences could be. I am my own guinea pig. Don't do what I do. Things could happen. And honestly, I'm at fault then. I have no one to blame but myself. The reason I'm doing this project, I have been collecting, hoarding for almost 15 years. Yes, ridiculous. And I have a problem with decluttering. I really do. Unless I can see that something has gone off, or smell, or something reacts, I'm generally not going to throw things out. And I don't feel good decluttering to others once a product has reached about 3 years old. So, with that, a lot of the stuff just stays in my collection. I use a random number generator. I pick 5 items. I use them for a week. I check for those things. I do patch tests first. And if things seem okay, I'm going to use it on my face. I'm going to use it for a week. And then obviously that's the real test. I get to see if I break out, if I get hives, if I get itchy, whatever the case may be. So far, so good. We have not had any issues yet. We're a year deep, and all of this old makeup has not caused some major issues. So I'm grateful for that. One day, I'm sure it'll happen. But let's backtrack to last week. Unfortunately, I did not get any pictures. I just thought of that. That's on me. However, these products did get some love. They got a few uses, and that's all that I can ask for, right? So let's backtrack. I am in a robe. I haven't gotten dressed yet because we are actually going out. And I'm the type of person that if I get dressed early, it's somehow going to get something on it. Probably makeup. Foundation would have spilt on it. Something would have happened. So I am currently just in my bathrobe until I actually get myself fully together later. Not the point. Let's backtrack. Okay, let's start here. This is my Stila Convertible Color Lip and Cheek Cream in Gladiola. I love this. I really do. It is old. It is probably almost 10 years old, if not at 10. But the color is beautiful. I had no issues with it. It blended out lovely. I don't know. I don't know what else to say about this. I do really, really like the color. I just really like the orange tones on my skin. So this is just going to go right back home, and hopefully I can get a lot more love on it this year. There is a dip. So don't get me wrong. In 10 years, I have gotten some love on it. It has gotten some use, but it definitely does need more before it inevitably goes off, gets spotty, things happen. In the meantime, might as well get some more use on it. Next here, this was the orange themed week somehow. This is my Suva Beauty Hydra Liner in Acid Trip. It is a UV liner, so essentially if you go out under a black light, you're gonna glow. I did not do that. That is not my thing. But I did have fun with this. I used it as a double wing a few times. I don't know. I didn't really know what else to do with it due to the fact that I was at the office. I sometimes get a little fancier if I'm at home or not really planning on going anywhere and doing much. Then I kind of get a little more creative. But at the office, I had enough people commenting on the fact that I did have it as a double wing. It was bright enough that people could see it behind my glasses. That's enough attention for me. This is only about a year old, maybe a year and a half. I think this was from my first Suva Beauty purchase, but a year and a half old. No issues. Love these. Excited to keep using it. We're kind of just going to go back and forth this week. This is my Obsessive Compulsive Cosmetics Lip Tar Stained Gloss in an androgyne. Androgyne? Is that how you say that? Androgyne? I feel like I want to say androgynous, but that's not correct. It's just androgyne. So it's just a nice mandarin orange color. I really, really like it. It does not smell. So I don't know if you can hear. I'm still like the teeniest bit sick, but at this point it's more just whatever's left over. I'm almost done. I can breathe again. That's exciting. this smells like lip tars always did. So that's a bonus. I have smelled these when they have gone off, and let me tell you can tell. It's incredibly noticeable. They smell rotten. So I know this one is fine. It's going to go back in my collection. It is probably 10 years old. I am so sorry. Has not gotten enough love. I think it's my only like orange corally color in my collection for a gloss, and that's the only reason I kept it. So eventually I will probably have to replace the color, but as of right now, it seems fine. It's going to go home. And we'll do a little bounce back here. This is my Milk Makeup, what do you call it? Cloud Glow Primer. This is only 6 months old, if that. No, I think I got it in November. It's like 2 months old. I have beef with this product. One, I got it specifically for novelty purposes. It is a foam primer. I was like, hey, that looks fun. And was it? Yes. However, only utilizing a pump per use, maybe a little less, I'm already halfway done. This is the full size. I did double check that before I started filming. This is the full size, which is what? 27 milliliters. So to pay for a full size primer, I mean, I got it on sale for sure, but the fact that I've used it maybe 6 times and it's almost halfway empty, I have questions. I should have really paid more attention to how much I was using this, because if I could only get, let's say, 15 uses out of a full-size primer, something's not adding up. The math is not mathing there. So I don't even really like this for what it is. Like I said, specifically bought it for the novelty of something that foams. Exciting, fun, yay. But the primer in itself is like, okay, it's subpar. And yeah, you fly through it like way too fast. There's no way that you should be going through a primer in like 12 to 15 uses. That seems absolutely ridiculous. So I'm kind of mad about that, but it's going to go home, and I'm obviously going to finish it this year because what is 8 more uses in it? It's just silly. And then last here, the palette of the week, the eye of the week, I should say, was the Hourglass Infinity palette. I don't know. It's fine. It's your basic bitch palette. It's neutrals. It's all mattes except for the center one. It worked really well with the orange eyeliner because, you know, I would kind of just do a little bit of depth with the shadows and then, like I said, the double wing. So it worked for what it needed to do. I don't love this palette. It is about 10 years old. It's not my favorite thing in the world, but it is nice to just be able to pull a neutral palette here and there, maybe for an accompaniment palette to something else. But I don't know. It is what it is. This is one of those things that is way too old for me to gift to someone else. It is like 10-ish, probably 9 or 10 years old. Way too old for me to give to someone. So I feel like I should just get more use on it because I didn't have any issues with it. But I'm just about it. I really am. But it's going to stay in my collection, and I'm going to really try to remember it when maybe I pull some brighter palettes to use together, because I really don't know what else to do with it. I don't feel right just decluttering it to declutter it, because at that point it would go in the trash. So I might as well try and get some more love on it in the meantime. Okay, that is everything from last week. Let's just move right along to this week. Let's start with the oldest thing that I pulled. This is my MAC Cosmetics Waternymph Single Shadow. This is probably like 12. Nah, maybe not quite, but it's probably pretty freaking close. Probably about 10. 10 years old, maybe 11. Yeah, I've had this for a really long time. The thing is, I have actually used this a lot over the years. Now, you probably can't tell, but there is definitely a dent happening. It's likely nowhere near a pan that I would need, but it has definitely got some love over the years. So I do know that. I do know that I've used it. I do know that I like it. I just kind of put a little bit on the outer corner, and maybe that's the thing. Maybe it's because I don't do a ton of it. Like, I don't cover my whole eyelid with it. I don't go over and above with it. I kind of just use it to add a little dimension or just a little bit of color to a look and not just have it as the sole focus. But I like it for what it is, and I have no issues with it. I'm not itchy, scratchy, you know, things aren't happening, my eyes aren't watering. So I am going to keep using this. I don't know. No other things about this. I don't know what else to say. It's old and it needs love. Okay, let's moving right along here. This is my Makeup Revolution Snowflake Heart Highlight, which I went a little heavy-handed with today. And then I realized I don't really care because by the time we go out, first of all, we're going to be somewhere dark. So no one's going to see it that much. Secondly, it does wear away after a little bit of time, so it's not going to be quite this intense. But if you want a real glow, these are beautiful. They are so nice. I actually do have it on my eyes as well as my cheeks. So I got a little sparkle going on everywhere. They do kind of come out of the packaging, which whatever. Like it stays in its component. It just comes out of the box. So if you wanted to like depot these, you absolutely can. And then try to put like magnets on them and put them in a palette, but I really don't care. I have enough space that I can keep these in there. They are quite bulky though, because they are boxes, but as of right now, my space is not an issue. We are running out, but I'm hoping that I'm not going to purchase any highlights this year, so hopefully we can get some more love on these guys. This is probably about 6 years old, and I don't know, no issues, still really beautiful, still blends out nice. It's fine. It's fine. I feel like that's just my motto at this point. It's fine. I'll be okay. Hopefully. One day, I won't be. And you will all be here to witness the chaos. And it's just, it's expected. It's anticipated. It's in the cards. This is my Annabelle lip liner in Sparkle. This has definitely got some love over the years. It's probably about 5 years old. It's just like a really nice pink. It is called Sparkle, but there's no sparkle in it. It is a matte lip liner, so I don't really know why they called it that. It says it's a metallic, but it's really not. I feel like it is misnamed. But with that, again, no issues. I've been using it over the years. It's definitely had some love over the years and something that I will continue to use. Hopefully, I want to try to get a couple of lip liners out of my collection this year. I have about, I don't know, 25. I don't have a ton, but that's way more than enough. So I'd like to get about 5 of these out of my collection this year, and I don't know if this will necessarily be one because I have a lot that are like yay big, but then, you know, I can continue to work on them after I get rid of some of the smaller ones. But no issues. I enjoyed it. It's pretty. I just think it's misnamed. All right, the last two things are actually both probably about the same time. They were both brought into my collection in 2024, I think. So neither of them are old by any means. This is my Shot Miss A. I have hair, it just wants to be in my mouth, which is weird. I don't have gloss on. That's why it's weird. If I had gloss on, I would totally get it, but like I don't know what it's sticking to. It's just doing its thing here. Shot Miss A, AOA Studio, Perfect Bronzer in Cold Brew. Now this is a duplicate. My second duplicate, friends. We are, 62 episodes deep, and this is my second duplicate. 62? 63? I don't know. 61? We're in that general vicinity. Anyway, second duplicate. It's fine. It's fine. I am well aware that my collection has grown out of hand. That's why I'm doing this. I know. I'm also very much trying to not bring in a whole heck of a lot of beauty products this year. Makeup products. Beauty products. I feel like I have more than enough of everything. Moving on. Easily sidetracked today. What is happening? Cold Brew Bronzer. Love it. I love these bronzers. They are cool toned and they are light enough that they are usable in my winter era here, which is just very, very fair. Yes, you can go overboard with it. I kind of did a little bit today, but then they're blendable. So you can blend them out if you go a little heavy-handed. I used my Beauty Blender after to just kind of pull a little of the extra product away to lighten things a little bit, make it look a little more natural, and you can do that. So I really like these because they are so workable. They're easy to use. You can build them up, and if you go too much, life is not ruined like it is with some things. Honestly, if you put a little bit of like my Juvia's Place foundation on, if I put too much on, I have to start over. I have to, because it just turns into cake and there's nothing I can do to fix it. This is workable if you put too much on. You can fix it without having to start over, and I love that. So, love these bronzers. Like I said, this is probably about a year old-ish, and I'm excited to use it again. Happy that it came around one more time. It is definitely actually getting some love. Like, there's some things happening here already, which is awesome for a bronzer that's only a year old. Speaking of a year old, this is my Lottie London Twisted Heart Lip Tint and Lip Gloss Duo. Now, I honestly thought this was a lip and cheek duo. I was mistaken. It's fine. I didn't try to do it that way. I read it first, but I actually thought that's what it was when I got it. Now, again, novelty purposes. It's cute, yay! But I did get it in PR, which makes me feel better because it means I didn't go out and spend my money on something that's just a novelty. Is it great? No. Is it okay? Yes. So you can kind of like flip it, and then it's kind of like a stick. You don't have to, like, I don't know what the point of this is at all. Like, that doesn't actually adjust anything. It doesn't do anything. It just changes if you want it to be a heart or a stick. That's really all that does. And then each side actually just comes up. That'll be the gloss. It's just a clear gloss. I didn't actually use that today, so I don't know what that's like. This is the tint. It's fine. It's fine. It's not great. It's okay. It's not bad. It's even. And my lips don't feel dry. I have not done a wear test yet, so I don't know how it's going to look by the end of the night. But as of right now, it's okay. What I don't like is the fact that look at how small the wand is. How much product is in here? Like, it has to be just the teeniest, tiniest amount if the wand is, what, 3/4 of an inch long? What is that? Like, my nails are longer. Okay, how much product is in you? Okay, it literally does not say on here. Oh, wait, yeah, it does. I just can't read. It's fine. 2 times 2.05 grams. Why is it in grams? I feel like it should be in milliliters. It is a liquid. Let me do some math here. It's the same? Okay, apparently it's the same. So 2.05 milliliters, which is like the smidgen of smidgens. That is the smallest amount of product. So if I actually threw this in my bag, like, I would be done this in a day and a half if I reapplied 5 times, I think. So, a really good example of how quickly I'll go through this. So I said what? Just throw it. It's apparently really hard to keep in your hands. Net weight, 0.07 ounces. Okay. This one here, this is a watermelon lip oil. This is 0.15 ounces. So this is twice as much product, and I will go through one of these in a week. In a week. I have a few times. I had 3 of these. I'm down to 1 because I will go through this in a week. This is half the size. I don't know why, but I'm angry about this. It's not that serious. I just think that's just so little product. It's literally just novelty. Something fun to play with. It's like a fidget toy. I will probably throw that in my purse and just finish it this week. If that's the case, if that's how little product is in that thing, I'll just throw it in my purse. Get rid of it. What's the point? Anyway, that is it. That is all. That's everything. I don't know. I'm in a mood. Like I said, it's not that serious. It's just makeup. We're here to have fun. I'm in a mood. Have a wonderful day, evening, weekend, journey, and I'll see you all next time.